안녕하세요.
I'm Marshall.
I'm Ariel.
And we're
So Do for Two.
Okay, so the next thing we're doing is a little bit different. We went to school in New York City. We live really close to New York City, and we go there quite often. And when we're in New York recently, we've been trying to go to Koreatown in Manhattan, which is 32nd Street. It's Korea Way. It's not very large. I mean, it's one street, and then you have a couple side streets that have some more Korean things on them. And, we're going to talk about some of the places that we like to go, or just some of the different things you can do when you're there.
Yeah, so I'm starting off, we're just going to do a review of the restaurants first, and then we'll do a couple of the shops that we really like. So the first one is Woorijip, which is on 12 West 32nd Street.
Yeah, so it's right on Korea Way. It's on the right side of the street when you're walking down from the bank, and you kind of have to go a little further down. But anyways, it's like a cafeteria-like setup. So we're gonna insert pictures too of the food we ate when we were there the other day. But it's sort of like a buffet on the one side, and this place is always packed when you go in it.
Yeah.
So there's like a buffet, and it's really reasonably priced. I think it's like $6 a pound or something, and it's like really cheap for all the different stuff you can try. And then you have like they have like bento boxes, which I know are the Japanese word for it, but I'm not sure what the Korean word is.
Yeah, sort of prepared lunch boxes.
Yeah, and you get like with that you get soup and rice, and then they have lots of different kimbap and just lots of different things. You can get like alcohol there if you're of age to drink. They have like soju and makgeolli and stuff like that. So, and actually it's kind of decorated interestingly. Like has like makgeolli, the traditional things they use to ferment it in.
Yeah, the pots. And there's also a front, you can also sit on like sort of benches at the front, and you can sort of the window of 32nd Street, which is kind of cool to sit there.
Yeah.
We actually sat in the back because it was, of course, so packed when we were there.
And they have like a noodle stand in the back too, where you can get noodle as well.
Yeah, and for a buffet, we would have to say like, this has the best food we've ever had at a buffet.
Just because it's so easy, like you can try so much Korean food at like a really reasonable price, and I think that's a good way for anyone who's going to New York and wants to eat more Korean food. That might be the way to go, just for a reasonable way to try a bunch of things.
Yeah, for two of us to eat like $12, that's awesome in Manhattan. I mean, that's definitely really, really reasonably priced.
And we stayed over with our friend, and the next day we went back and got
for breakfast
and got like kind of the bento box to go, and then we took like kimbap home and everything, and it's just really easy and really quick and really reasonably priced. So I'd recommend going there, and we'll insert that picture of our food and our little experience there now.
From the top left, we have glass noodles, kimchi, vegetable pancake, tteokbokki, egg roll, tofu, tteokbokki, vegetable pancake, kimchi, and an egg roll. And we have sides of rice. Okay, so our second review will be Paris Baguette.
Yeah, and I have the little, okay, you want to give the address?
Yeah, so it's 6 West 32nd Street.
Okay, and the reason why we're mentioning this, and this is the little, like, fold-out that they give you, or that you can pick up. And so this is called Paris Baguette, and obviously that's not quite Korean, right? Like, right away. This is also, but this is why I would say to go there. Like, their desserts are amazing. And why we love Paris Baguette, even though you can't get it right now, is the shaved ice in summer.
Oh my god, so good. But I do know that, like, Paris Baguette has about, I think, 400 locations in Korea, and then they have, like, 7 in like New York and like in New Jersey or maybe in Flushing, because there's a very large Koreatown in Flushing, or maybe we'll do reviews about that soon. But they do have a few in Flushing as well.
Yeah, I mean, so it's Paris theme, like there's that stuff, but there's also Korean things you can get as well, especially like some Korean pastries and things.
Yeah, the shaved ice is delicious. Right now it's not in season.
Yeah, you have to be there in summer for it.
So sadly we went there and we got
we got a picture of some of the tarts.
Pastries we got. And they're delicious. So they have pastries, they have like, it's like basically a coffee shop, but it's really well lit and it's like a great place to sit. I definitely like to sit.
Yeah, and even though it always tends to be pretty busy, we've always found seats there when we go. And also like it's kind of that thing we've seen a lot of Korean dramas where they have like the tray and they're getting all the pastries.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of unique to that, because I feel like I go to other pastry shops and it's not quite like that. So definitely that like Korean thing is kind of holding over.
Yeah, if you can see again in the picture, their cakes are so beautiful. So nice. I don't know if you can really see it, but they're delicious and lovely. So
and they do also like birthday things there. So if you want to go there for your birthday and get like a cool cake, it would be a good idea.
Yes, we definitely recommend that. It's a great coffee shop.
And we'll insert the picture of the little thing we ate there now.
And the third place that we're going to recommend is Cho Dang Gol. So we have the menu for it, and this is at 55 West 35th Street. So this is not quite on Korea Way. It's easily like a 3-minute walking distance. I mean,
this is the big menu they have. Okay, and our favorite things to get here.
So, and this is what I ate last time we went, and I've eaten it there before, is the HAEMUL CHAM DUBU. And this is a GJ. And I'm sure we're not saying this right. I'm really sorry.
I'm sure we're saying this absolutely horribly. But our favorite thing to do is actually go there because it says lunch price is $10.95, so it's super good. And they give you a lot of side dishes. And they give you tofu to begin with, and they give you like tea at the end, and it's a really good value, and it's delicious.
Yeah, and basically what I just mentioned, the HAEMUL CHAM DUBU is you have a stone bowl, and you have seafood. You have they make silk tofu there. It's like a real soft tofu that is probably the best tofu. And I'm a vegetarian, well, pescatarian, so I eat some seafood. Yeah. And their tofu is probably the best tofu I've ever had in my life. So. It's amazing.
What I had when we were there the other day was I got the...
she had the stone bowl BIBIMBAP with chicken.
Yeah, and I got the BIBIMBAP just because I like the mixed rice, but I always get what she had in. Or I'll get it with just the vegetable, because they have just vegetable, or you can get it like with other things in it, but I usually get the vegetable or the seafood, because we actually saw that like a video a really long time about somebody eating that on their website, and that's why we started to go there, because it totally looked delicious, and then we were like, oh, we want to go and get that, so we'd recommend that to anyone.
And also recommend going like a little bit early. Yeah. We went at 6 o'clock, and it was perfect. There was really like 3 tables that were full. By the time we left, the place was packed. There was a line out the door. So definitely like get there early. The food is delicious.
Usually don't eat there at dinner. We usually eat there for lunch, because we just we'd rather go somewhere and get the cheaper price or earlier in the day. But yeah, eating it at dinner, it can be like really packed. So yeah.
But the food is delicious. It's definitely well worth the wait.
And the menu is really funny. I mean, I don't think we took a picture of it, but it's like this huge, I don't know, it looks like Stone Age,
like a stone tablet.
But yeah, we will insert the picture of the food now. Okay, and so those are going to be our reviews of the restaurants. They're just quick, like, you should go to these if you're in New York and you're at Korea Way.
Yeah, there's a ton of other restaurants. I mean, we'll review some more later, but these are just some of our favorites right off the bat.
Yeah, just for, right away, like, quick food, for pastries, and for good dinner.
And so check out our second video for some more shops in the area.
Yeah. All right, bye.
Thanks, guys.